progressive, inclusive, and empowered India. This seminar is not just an event, but part of a larger academic endeavor proudly undertaken in collaboration with the Indian Council of Social Science Research. At this moment, I wish to express heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir Professor Alok Kumar Rai, for his exceptional leadership and commitment to academic excellence, which has been a driving force behind this initiative. I also wish to thank Professor Sangeeta Sahu, Head and Dean of FMS, whose visionary guidance has nurtured platforms like these, bringing together academicians, industry leaders, and students to shape the future of education. With an inspiring lineup of dignitaries and experts joining us today on the dais of the dais, I am confident that this seminar will foster meaningful dialogue and actionable insights. To invoke blessings for this important endeavor, let us now proceed with the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. I request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward for the lighting of lamp. Thank you. सीखा पाठ जहां हमने समता ममता का, सहिष्णुता सहयोग वेदना और विवेक का. These inspiring lines from our Kulgeet reflect the essence of our university's values and mission. I request everyone to please rise as we come together to honor the Kulgeet of the University of Lucknow.
शत शत नमन हमारा इस ज्ञान स्रोत को, वंदन प्रणत हमारा इस शुभ परिसर को. शत शत नमन हमारा इस ज्ञान स्रोत को, वंदन प्रणत हमारा इस शुभ परिसर को. गीत जिंदगी के सीखे जिसके आचरण, गुणी मंत्र सिद्धांत जहाँ विज्ञान कला के, खुलते नए क्षितिज बाहुराई जहाँ निरंतर मिलती विविध दृष्टियां अनगित दिशों पर. विनत हमारा मस्तक इस विद्या मंदिर को, वंदन प्रणत हमारा इस शुभ परिसर को. शत शत नमन हमारा इस ज्ञान स्रोत को. विकसित जहाँ हमारे मूल सभ्यता संस्कृति के मुखरित सारे. सीखा पाठ जहाँ हमने समता ममता का, सहिष्णुता सहयोग वेदना और विवेक का. अर्पित पुष्प हमारे इस कर्म भूमि को, वंदन प्रणत हमारा परिसर को शत शत नमन हमारा इस ज्ञान स्रोत को। करते प्रण आज जहाँ भी हम जाएंगे, खुशबू इस परिसर की सुंदर फैलाएंगे। उन्नत भारत करेंगे इसका कर्म वचन से, जीवन आलोकित कर देंगे शांति प्रेम से। अर्चन नमन हमारा इस ज्ञान स्रोत को, वंदन प्रणत हमारा इस शुभ परिसर को। शत शत नमन हमारा इस ज्ञान स्रोत को, इस ज्ञान स्रोत को, इस ज्ञान स्रोत को।
Thank you. I remember one of the convocation addresses by our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Alok Kumar Rai, where he quoted a verse from Srimad Bhagavad Gita that meant, इस संसार में ज्ञान से पवित्र कुछ भी नहीं है, वो ज्ञान ही है जो हमें सशक्त बनाता है और सही दिशा में मार्गदर्शन कराता है. This spark is what brings us together today, to explore ideas, share knowledge, and inspire action. It is with great honor and delight that I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed dignitaries of the day, and I request Professor Alok Kumar Rai sir to kindly felicitate our chief guest of the day, Professor Nageshwar Rao sir. Thank you so much, sir. May I please request, sir, to kindly felicitate Professor Jay Mitra, sir, our distinguished guest. Thank you so much, sir. I now request, sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Sandeep Singh, guest of honor. Thank you so much. May I please request our respected Dean and Head, Professor Sangeeta Sahu ma'am, to kindly felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Thank you so much. A heartfelt welcome to all of you, and we are honored to have you here today. To officially set the tone for the day, I now invite Professor Sangeeta Sahu, Head and Dean of FMS, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Dr. Pallavi. A very good morning to all of you. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir Professor Alok Kumar Rai, our esteemed guest for the evening, our chief guest of the event, I should say, is Professor Nageshwar Rao sir, our renowned and celebrated guest of honor for the event, Mr. Sandeep Singh ji, our very recognized and distinguished guest of the day, from whom actually we are looking for mentoring relationship, Professor Jay Mitra sir, who is former head and dean of FMS Delhi University. I extend a very hearty, warm welcome to all of you, sir, for being here with us on this event. Not only on my behalf, but on the behalf of Faculty of Management Studies, which is a very new faculty created under the leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor in this August 2024. On this occasion, I would like to share three lines. One is Amrutam tu Vidya, that is, knowledge is nectar, it is immortal. Vidya evam sarvdhanam, that is, knowledge is the greatest wealth. And the third line is Vidwan Sarvatra Pujyate, that is, a learned man is worshipped everywhere. Now, these three lines definitely today fulfill the our guests who are with us on stage. Now, welcoming personally Professor Nageshwar Rao sir. He has been former Vice Chancellor of IGNOU, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University. He has played an instrumental role in developing the online education, rather than, I should say, open distance education, because he has been contributing in various leadership roles, not only in IGNOU but also in Uttarakhand Open University, Rajashri Tandon University, and has been also he has also taken over as or served in various responsibilities in various leadership roles as Vice Chancellor at Kumaon University, Nainital, as well as in other institutions. Sir has initiated various initiatives in the terms of developing leadership initiatives to grow and evolve the various educational institutions where he has been a leader. Sir, at very short time, he agreed to be with us as our chief guest. I'm so thankful to you, sir. I extend my gratitude for being with us, and I look forward for a good relationship of FMS with sir in its growth process. Now, introducing Mr. Sandeep Singh briefly. There are really words are less to describe his multifaceted personality, dynamic as well as diverse. In putting it in few words, sir has been an alumni of XLRI Jamshedpur, followed by MICA, that is Mudra Institute of Communications, Ahmedabad, which is one of the premier management institute in terms of communications and management. And then he has been an alumni of IIM Bangalore also in his executive program. Apart from this rich academic character of his, he has played substantial role in business as well. He started his life with ESOCAM, and then he has been into various media bodies also. He has been the president of sales and marketing with ETC Network, then Sub TV, Sahara News as well. He has been instrumental in launching, I should say, Sahara Samay Bihar in Jharkhand, Sahara Samay NCR. Apart from being in various bodies of governors as well as directors in business organizations, he's a prolific writer also. He has written, I think, 11 books, of which Temple Economics, which was volume 2 was released in 2024, is much talked about. And apart from this, he has been writing in various journals, newspapers like Brand Equity, Economic Times, Financial Express. Apart from that, he has been judging various TV shows like Sales Ka Bazaar, and he is in advisory board of various institutions, including IIM Kashipur. So the list goes on and on, sir. We are so very grateful to have you. And the best part was the moment when our Honorable Vice Chancellor suggested me to talk to him and invite him. And I called, and I had a lot of apprehensions, like whether he'll like to come to Lucknow or not. But I am so glad, sir, that you are with us. And definitely we look forward to get more input from you, and so that our students as well as our teachers and the university could gain and grow more and more. Now we introducing and welcoming Professor Jay Mitra sir. So sir is from our fraternity, and he was the first thing when I called him, he asked is, so now you are FMS? I said yes. So he congratulated me on this and was very glad that finally, since our department comes in picture since 1956, and finally it took us a long way, but we are full of gratitude in saying this, that our Honorable Vice Chancellor could visualize this happening and help us in implementing this, and finally we could be FMS. So sir is in the area of strategy and organization behavior, has put forth a lot of research papers and consultancies, and he claims that being in 42 years contributing in one single institution definitely can help us in evolving FMS, because we are just in the inception stage of Faculty of Management Studies. And so we are looking forward for more and more mentoring from you, hand-holding from you, and guidance for you. With these words, I welcome all our guests on dais, and one of them, that is our very own Vice Chancellor, sir. Sir, in his tenure since December 1999, I think that was the turning point of our university. 2019. I'm sorry about the year. 2019 December, sir joined our university and as a Vice Chancellor, and since then our university has evolved and improved and performed in numerous ways. It's not only about accreditation, that is ranking and ranking either in NIRF or QS ranking, in NAC, A++, Category 1 university. Apart from this, we have also been the first university to implement NEP 2020 and implementing it in real sense, that we have today ordinances also related to the criterias of NEP 2020 that it looks forward to, which I'm sure none of the other universities in India have also come up till now. And other than that, infrastructurally also the university is now very, very different from all those who must have visited here long back. So thank you, sir, for helping us always, being there for us, and being a source of inspiration and encouragement in carrying out all kind of activities that we are into. And special thanks for creation of FMS, which gives us now more and more opportunity to grow, collaborate, and indulge ourselves in true spirit of management. Now I would also like to thank all the heads, deans, directors who are here from our different departments and different cells of the university. I also welcome the participants. Here I would like to put forth that we have almost 85 papers, of which some will be taken care online and some will be taken care of offline. And I also welcome the students who are here for this event. Now I would like to little bit crisply talk about the program, that is our capacity building for educators national seminar we are holding today. It is an outcome of the ICSSR project, collaborative project that we got in our department. Myself, Professor Sangeeta, our assistant professor, Dr. Priya, Dr. Pallavi, and Dr. Shruti. Are they here? Yeah, please everybody just stand up so that these four of us actually got this collaborative project, and ICCSR was very clear that in this project, first thing you have to do is conduct a national seminar so that you pull in ideas on the basis of which you carry out your further research work. I thank from this stage ICSSR to giving us this opportunity to work in the area of capacity building of educators. So we have designed the program very crisply, where inaugural session will be followed by a plenary session, followed by a panel discussion where people, faculty members from different domain areas or disciplines shall share their challenges, their limitations, and their issues, so that we can identify the gaps on which capacity building of the educators can be carried out. This would be followed by a round table where we have invited some of the industry people, educators, as well as some of the student representatives. We will sit together and we will deliberate on various issues that these three sides are facing, so that we can come up with better outcomes in terms of our. And apart from this, we will be running 2 online technical sessions and 2 offline technical sessions for reading of research papers and presentations by researchers. Thank you, all of you, for being here, and I look forward of a very strong participation that will help us to come out very good, productive research outcomes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insightful words and for laying the foundation for today's discussions. It is my absolute privilege to introduce Professor Nageshwar Rao, sir, the esteemed former Vice Chancellor of the Indira Gandhi National Open University. Sir has held prominent leadership roles, as ma'am has already shared, with institutions like Uttarakhand Open University and Kumaon University. An accomplished scholar with a DPhil from Allahabad University, he has authored 8 books and held prestigious positions, including a fellowship at the Commonwealth of Learning, Canada. His accolades include the Saraswati Samman and Nehru Literacy Award. Please join me in welcoming Professor Rao to share his valuable insights with us. Over to you.
Good morning to all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Alok Kumar Rai, distinguished speakers and the honored guests, Professor Jay Mitra and Mr. Sandeep Singh, Pro Vice Chancellor, distinguished faculty members, participants to this conference, and students. First of all, I convey my sincere thanks to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Alok Kumar Rai, who has given me an opportunity to be with you all this morning. It's a great moment for me. And again, a moment wherein I should appreciate the stewardship of Professor Rai, the transformation which he has made in this university, and various developments to which we are continuously getting it at national level also. And that also shows an example that how your university is growing in the educational arena. Looking to this theme, which was chosen in the right time, and for all of us, we all have to look into it. The capacity building for educators, shaping India's future with NEP 2020 and Vision Viksit Bharat 2047. Vision 2047 and NEP 2020. These are the 2 common things which has come up and for which we all are to be mentally prepared. And therefore, the capacity building for which this 2-day seminar It is being organized by the director and dean of this faculty of management studies. I also remember when I was a lecturer in Allahabad University, I used to visit this university also time and again. Then lots of movements they have taken place, and finally, as a student of management, I also started practicing the management also. In the field of capacity utilization also, you see that lots of changes have occurred. In 2021, a high power committee was constituted, in which I was also there. This academic staff college, now this entire concept, along with the Malviya mission centers, they all were integrated. And now you find that all your academic staff colleges, they are called as Malviya mission centers. For the first time, we also started thinking that can we have a judicious mix of the online and the face-to-face interactions in the refresher courses and the orientation programs. And for that, first time an experiment it was being conducted by the government, in which it says that let this NEP, it should reach to all 15 lakh teachers, because if the teachers they know about the NEP, then only it can be implemented for the students and for the benefit of the educators also in toto. So what they want is the basics of NEP. It should reach to all, and for which if we conduct this face-to-face program, then definitely it is impossible for all these academic staff colleges and also most of the institutions. Then they wanted to have an integrated 5 to 6 days, the online program. That IGNOU has come up with that challenge, and with the use of the available resources. There are 3 resources: Samarth, Swayam Prabha, and Swayam. All these are the recent initiatives: Swayam 2016, Swayam Prabha 2017, and Samarth it is in 2019. And then we find that lots of changes we can find. We developed 6-day program wherein the admissions, the conduct, reaching to the students, discussion, forum, and also the evaluation, everything it was being incorporated, and we could reach to around 1 lakh teachers. Later on, UGC has also come up with an improved version. The videos, they were again be revised, and again the use of Samarth, Swayam, and Swayam Prabha. All the 3 they have been used for the capacity development programs. Now this has become the need of the hour, because the gone are the days when we used to have the face-to-face program for the refresher courses and orientation programs. I was also sharing my instance that when I used to speak only on 2 or 3 things all over the country, for which lot of travels were there, lot of discomforts were there, and only those 2 to 3 themes, they are reaching to 20, 30 or 40 refresher courses participants or the orientation core participants. Now this speed, when we started using this integration of Samarth, Swayam and Swayam Prabha, we are getting good results. Now recently I think Swayam, it is also coming to all the institutions of the country. And it is only a Delhi University project. And it is mainly concerned with its implementation. Admissions, examinations, course development, capacity development, everywhere it is coming up in a big way. So, and that also now all the states, they're also using it. Of course, in case of admissions, some problems we all are facing at the state level, but at the central level, we're not facing any problems. All the central universities, they're using the facilities of Samarth. For the capacity development, we have to look into these 2 other words, Swayam and Swayam Prabha. And that is my submission to all of you. Swayam started in 2016, which is having more than 3,000 courses. And what basically tells to us is that we can get the certification of only 1 course that is possible. Earlier it was not possible. We used to study any program of 20 courses or 25 courses. And if you clear 24 courses, you could not clear only one last one. You will not get any certificate. Entire effort will go waste. It is a national wastage of resources also. But now with this course-based certification, and that we initiated in 2016 through SWAYAM. And here the eligibility is not there, and they are not looking into your basic discipline. I am a student of commerce, commerce students of management. I want to do a course in physics, it is possible. And a physics student wants to do a course in English literature, it is possible. And that is what freedom is there, and free of cost. No money we have to pay. And as on date, more than 4 crore learners they were registered. But for the purpose of capacity development, we all should think about joining these SWAYAM courses. They were developed by the IIT professors, senior people in the field, and you see that the integration of teaching learning process, this you find in that all the SWAYAM courses. And every 6 months the registration is done, every 6 months the examination is being done. For examinations, we have to pay only the examination fees, that is the only payment, 700 to 800 is there. That also we have reduced this now to 500 or so. So you will get the certification in the end. So one course, focus on that, and even those who are studying in the MBA or in either program, at least they should try to get themselves registered. Teachers also, faculty members also, registered for this SWAYAM course. And the number is 4 crores right at this point of time. In 2020, it is only 1 crore. That facility is given to all of us. The courses are there in engineering, courses are there in humanities, the courses are there in science. Everywhere you will find the courses are there. Recently, we are also thinking in terms of SWAYAM 2, wherein the skill-based inputs they are being provided by the industry. And those courses they are also coming up. That is called SWAYAM 2. And we must also avail that facility also, again free of cost. This is one thing which all of us should think about it, because this is a precious resource. Government of India has spent a lot. And this you can use it in NEP also. When you find that you don't have any faculty in the field of physics, you ask your students, join the physics courses in the SWAYAM. Get the certification, and that certification can be transferred to your main program. The second facility which is available to all of us is SWAYAM Prabha. SWAYAM Prabha is available now. 32 channels are there. This is going to increase to 60 channels. And the government of India is planning to have more than 200 channels to reach even to the primary students also. So that channel is already there. Only thing we have to use it. The response to the channels by educators, by most of us, we are not using it. And it is also available in mother tongue also. So that facility is also available to us free of cost. It is on Dish TV. So these two facilities, SWAYAM and SWAYAM Prabha, devote 1 hour per day, only on one channel, any channel of your choice. In SWAYAM Prabha, we see so many things in the channels, films we see, the Saas Bahu programs also we see. It's okay, you can go ahead with all those things, news also we can see, but devote 1 hour for this educational channel, which may help you to broaden your horizon, which may help you to see that how your capacity it can be enhanced. And these are the digital interventions. You can do it at your convenient time also. So one course registration in SWAYAM, I think most of the MBA students, they might have gone for it. If they have not done it, don't do the courses in your own area. Think of other discipline to which we are not, and that is also a contribution for NEP. Because NEP also talks about that discipline-centric focus, it should not be there. You have to think beyond that, and that is going to improve your mind power also. You can do much better things. Once the interdisciplinary focus is there, you'll get much better results. So at this point of time, once we are visualizing Viksit Bharat of 2047, and you are also thinking in terms of NEP 2020, what I suggest that it is a beginning also, and this you can continue it even without giving any extra effort. That is one registration of any course of SWAYAM, and then 1 hour you devote for SWAYAM Prabha. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening address. Your experiences, perspectives, and recommendations are sure to inspire our efforts. Our distinguished guest for the day, Professor Jay Mitra, sir, is a renowned academic and consultant specializing in strategy and organizational behavior. Former head and dean at the Faculty of Management Studies, University of Delhi, Professor Mitra earned his PhD in 1978 with groundbreaking research on technological changes and managerial identity. Recognized early for his academic excellence, he received a University Gold Medal, National Scholarship, and the Young Scientist Award for his pioneering work on creativity in organizational climates. Professor Mitra has conducted workshops for transnational corporations, Indian private firms, and public enterprises, and his innovative pedagogy has shaped countless global leaders in academia and industry. He has served on committees of UGC, AICTE, and NBA, as well as editorial boards, contributing significantly to management education and institutional transformation. Sir, we eagerly look forward to your thoughts.
Noble souls on the stage and off the stage. This is Gyan Srot, and we just now heard about the importance of capacity building. So let me begin with a sloka from Taittiriya Upanishad, which is typically done in any kind of a learning situation, because it focuses on the togetherness. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Punaktu, Saha Viryam Karvavahai, Tejashvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. But also that this program is happening today, December 7, and in Chanakya Auditorium. Because here in the first, you have given your regard to the parisar, the place where it is. So therefore I thought that I would like to talk about the place where you are, the University of Lucknow, just focusing on to one element, and the date today, and the place, the auditorium. 2004-7, because by that time many of us wouldn't be here. 23 years from now, even your very young Vice Chancellor would possibly retire by that time, right? And the NEP, I will have an opportunity to discuss later. If you look at your university logo, you notice two words, the two fish at the bottom, very unique. And there also it is written, light and learning. Light and learning. And these are very key elements. If you have to do anything significant, it is very key, important element to blend the cultural and historical heritage of the Awadh region, and that's why the Matsya, which was their kind of a logo, have been incorporated, right? And today happens to be, any idea? Armed Forces Flag Day. 7th of December, every year we do that. And also, interestingly, this was the day when India liberated Bangladesh by sending their soldiers. So the Indian soldiers onslaught onto the Bangladesh happened on 7th of December 1971, and that became an independent nation, which is going through its own difficult periods, and we are also very concerned about it. But let me, for a brief moment, focus on to the great soul of India. Exactly 2,400 years ago, Chanakya, right? And who was he? And what is his significance today? Yes, it is a great significance. I'll just very briefly mention about his contribution. Visionary leadership, the institutional, why vision? Because India was a very, very fragmented state, and he tried to bring it together. Institutional building, we all heard about the Takshila. You used to teach over there, right? That is in Pakistan now, it's a different issue. Knowledge of governance, and that's why the famous book Arthasastra, right? It's still relevant. Quite a part of it is still quite relevant. Developed quite some security strategies, and also for the first time did some inclusive policies, and got the trade and economy, so that makes it later on, because I love, as a professor, I always love creating acronyms so that my students remember, right? I'm actually known for that, and that has come onto that. If you had noticed, I had used the word VIKSIT with that. The balance of power, and that's one of the elements that was there, the harmonious society for each, the administrative excellence, resource management, and alliance and diplomacy, for which we know. And in fact, Westerners used to call him the Machiavelli of, Machiavelli is only a 14th century Italian, and we are talking about a 2000, of India. And finally, the word T, transformation, for which Professor Nageswar Rao mentioned about it, that is the key element. Transformation. Now, for 2004-07, we will talk about it, because I am very keen to ask that what would be your age by the time we reach over there? Would you still be interested? You should be interested, whether you are here or not, because that's 23 years from now. And we have to actually, if we have to do anything more than lip service about it, we have to develop some four-year plan, 5 such 4-year plan, plus a 3-year towards reaching over there. And that's a tough call, and it's a very important element. It cannot be onto this. I will end this part of this with excerpts from a letter written by Swami Vivekananda, exactly more than 130 years ago, June 19, 1984, very brief part of it. My hope is in the masses of India, not to us, but all others. The future of India lies in the education of the masses. If the poor boy cannot come to education, education must go to him. Swayam Prabha would reach there. That's a translation of those kinds of. The uplift of the women, the awakening of the downtrodden masses must come first. And then only can any real good come about for the country. Last line, sir. Wait. So long as the millions live in hunger and ignorance, I hold every man a traitor who, having been educated at their expense, pays not the least heed to them. Strength, strength, and strength. Shakti, Shakti, Shakti. Let us be strong and not a traitor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights and enriching this gathering. It wasn't only enriching, but therapeutic in a way all of us understand. The guest of honor for the day, Mr. Sandeep Singh. Sir is an accomplished author, educator, and management expert. A postgraduate in rural development from Xavier's Institute of Social Service, Ranchi. He has also pursued advanced studies at IIM Bangalore and Mudra Institute of Communication, Ahmedabad. Currently, the interim chairman of the Board of Governors at IIM Kashipur, Mr. Singh teaches innovative courses on Indian management strategies across premier IIMs and has developed modules for the Ministry of Education. He has authored 11 books, including Temple Economics, and created a unique museum on Indian business history. Sir, we welcome you to please share your insights and thoughts.
माँ सरस्वती की चरण वंदना। मंच पर सम्मानित और मंच के सामने सभी को मेरा प्रणाम। वाइस चांसलर प्रोफेसर आलोक राय और प्रोफेसर संगीता को धन्यवाद मुझे यहाँ बुलाने के लिए बॉम्बे से। थैंक यू सो मच। मुझे यहाँ वैसे भी आना पड़ता, आप बुलाते तो मैं, यहाँ ससुराल है हमारी। तो थैंक यू। लोकमान्य बाल गंगाधर तिलक ने कहा था कि देश के लिए उन्होंने 4 चीजों का आह्वान किया था: स्वराज्य, स्वदेशी, बहिष्कार और राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा। और फिर उन्होंने राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा को आगे 4 पार्ट में फर्दर स्प्लिट किया था। उन्होंने कहा था कि हमें औद्योगिक शिक्षा, धार्मिक शिक्षा लेनी चाहिए, पॉलिटिकल, राजनीतिक शिक्षा भी लेनी चाहिए। आपको आश्चर्य होगा कि हम 4 अलग अलग विषयों को पढ़ाने की बात कैसे कर सकते हैं। तो ये बहुत नॉर्मल था इस देश में। हम नॉर्मली तक्षशिला नालंदा के बारे में जानते हैं। हमारे देश में से 126 विश्वविद्यालय थे जो डिस्ट्रॉय हो गए अलग अलग समय पे। और हमारे यहाँ जो शिक्षा थी वो सब चीजों को सम्मिलित करके चलती थी। आचार्य चाणक्य की आप अर्थशास्त्र पढ़ेंगे तो आप ये उठा के पढ़ना शुरू करेंगे कि वो अर्थ की पुस्तक है। अब जब पढ़ते जाएंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा कि ये तो किसी राजा के लिए, राज्य चलाने के लिए है। और फिर आपको उसमें और भी अलग अलग चीजें मिलेंगी, क्योंकि शिक्षा अलग अलग हो ही नहीं सकती है। ये एक डिवीजन है जिसका एक आपको बहुत सिंपल सा उदाहरण देता हूँ कि जो बच्चा केमिस्ट्री पढ़ेगा उसे कहा जाएगा साइंस, विज्ञान का विद्यार्थी है। और जो बच्चा पेंटिंग करता है उसे कहा जाएगा कि वो आर्ट्स का विद्यार्थी। बट एक्चुअली जो बच्चा पेंटिंग करता है वो अलग अलग कलर्स को अलग अलग प्रोपोर्शन में मिक्स करके तीसरा कलर, चौथा कलर प्रोड्यूस करता है, केमिकल रिएक्शन। एक्चुअली अप्लाइड केमिस्ट्री तो जो पेंटिंग कर रहा है वो यूज कर रहा है। जो केमिस्ट्री पढ़ता है वो क्या अप्लाइड केमिस्ट्री यूज करता है कभी भी? अगर आप उस फील्ड में नहीं गए तो कहाँ कर पाते हैं। और इसका अलग अलग तरीके से हमारे जीवन पे भी असर पड़ता है। हमने इंजीनियरिंग से आर्ट हटा दी तो उसका असर जब भी आपकी कार एक बम्पर पे घिसट जाती है तो याद कीजिएगा, क्योंकि ग्राउंड क्लियरिंग कितनी है वो स्टैंडर्ड है, पब्लिक डोमेन में है, फिर भी हमारे बम्पर की हाइट अनइवन होती है क्योंकि हमने सिविल इंजीनियर्स को आर्ट पढ़ाया है। इसलिए जरूरी है कि इन शिक्षाओं का अलग अलग विषयों का थोड़ा सा मेल मिलाप हो, लोगों को उसकी समझ हो। और ऐसे आप कहीं भी जाएंगे आपको देख के समझ में आएगा, बाथरूम की फिटिंग्स होगी, सबसे महंगी चीजें लगा दी जाएंगी, बट उसका सेंस ऑफ प्रोपोर्शन नहीं होगा क्योंकि हमने आर्ट हटा दिया है। तो इन चीजों का मेल मिलाप होना बहुत जरूरी है। और ये हमारी नई शिक्षा पद्धति में जो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है बड़े अच्छे तरीके से इनग्रेन्ड है। हम उसको कितना समझ पाते हैं, कितना आत्मसात कर पाते हैं, कितना इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाते हैं, वो हमारी अक्लमंदी पे है। और इसके अलावा भारतीय शिक्षा जो है या इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम जिसकी बात करते हैं वो सिर्फ स्क्रिप्चर्स में नहीं है, वो लोक विद्या में भी निहित है। और जब तक हम दोनों को सम्मिलित करके नहीं चलेंगे हम चीजों को समझ नहीं पाएंगे। और इसका एक छोटा सा उदाहरण दूंगा आपको। हम सब ने कहानी सुनी होगी, राजा दक्ष ने अपनी 27 बेटियों की शादी चंद्रमा के साथ कर दी। मैं पूछता हूँ बच्चों को जहाँ पढ़ाता हूँ, कैसा साउंड करता है ये? आप लोगों को भी कैसा साउंड कर रहा है, खास करके लड़कियों को, महिलाओं को? रिग्रेसिव, पट्रियार्की, ब्राह्मणिकल, ये शब्द आएंगे। बट अगर आप इस चीज को समझना चाहें तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है। हाई एंड साइंस है, हाई एंड एस्ट्रोनॉमी है। सूरज रोज एक ही जगह से उदय होता है, चंद्रमा रोज शाम को एक अलग जगह से उदय होता है। अगर आपने देखा होगा या ध्यान दिया होगा, तो जब हमारे पूर्वज ने देखा तो एक महीने में हमारा कैलेंडर जो है सोलर लूनर दोनों बेस्ड है। जो मंथ का डिवीजन है वो ल्यूनर यानी कि चंद्रमा के मूवमेंट पे है, और चंद्रमा अलग अलग जगह से 27 दिन निकलता है। तो हर किस जगह पे निकलेगा उसको कैसे आप आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे, तो उसके पीछे का जो सबसे चमकीला तारा था जिसको हम नक्षत्र कहेंगे, उससे आइडेंटिफाई किया। ऐसे 27 नक्षत्र के बैकग्राउंड में चंद्रमा 27 दिन निकलता है। फिर आगे कहानी जाती है कि चंद्रमा को एक पत्नी से ज्यादा प्यार था, तो उसके तहत वो महीने में 3 दिन बिताता था। राजा दक्ष को बहुत नाराजगी हुई तो उन्होंने चंद्रमा को पनिशमेंट दिया, इसलिए अमावस्या पूर्णिमा होती है। हकीकत यह है कि चंद्रमा 27 दिन तो अलग अलग जगह निकलता है, लेकिन एक नक्षत्र के बैकग्राउंड में वो महीने में 3 बार उदय होता है उसका। अब इस चीज को हम सबको समझाने जाए, हाई एंड एस्ट्रोनॉमी, तो समझ नहीं आएगी, लेकिन हम उसको उस कहानी में डाल दें तो हजारों साल से पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी हमारे पास आज भी जीवित है। और अगर हमारे पास आज ज्ञान है उस बात का, तो हम समझ सकते हैं इस हाई एंड एस्ट्रोनॉमिकल फिनोमेना को। अंग्रेजी में इसको ऑकल्टेशन कहते हैं। काफी डीप है, बट समय की मर्यादा को रखते हुए मैं यहाँ रुकूंगा और आग्रह करूंगा जितने भी रिसर्चर है, स्टूडेंट है, फैकल्टी है, आप हमारे ग्रंथों को पढ़ें, लेकिन उसके साथ लोक विद्या को भी पढ़ें। नहीं तो आप इसी तरह की चीजों में घूमते रहेंगे कि रिग्रेसिव है, पट्रियार्की है, ब्राह्मणिक है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your practical insights and for emphasizing the importance of collaboration in education. It is an absolute honor to welcome Professor Alok Kumar Rai, sir, the visionary Vice Chancellor.
Most respected Chief Guest of the inaugural function of this one-day seminar on capacity building for educators, shaping India's future with an EP 2020 for Viksit Bharat, Vision Viksit Bharat at 2047. Professor Nageshwar Rao ji, our colleague from the fraternity, former Dean, Faculty of Management Studies, Delhi University, Professor Jay Mitra sir, a very learned, and we just saw a glimpse of why do we call him so learned, Shri Sandeep Singh ji, Dean Faculty of Management, University of Lucknow, Professor Sangeeta ji. I also see different deans from different universities sitting here in the hall. Anjali madam, Amit ji, our very own Rachna ji, esteemed colleagues from the university and from respective institutions who have come here to participate, and my very dear students. You know, since morning I'm very happy, and I'm happy actually for a variety of reasons. Because in close to my 5-year stay here as Vice Chancellor, this is the first time that I could muster the resources and energy of faculty members of Faculty of Management Studies, Lucknow University, to hold a seminar. So in 5 years, this is the first ever seminar I've been invited to. Second was that though, Dr. Sangeeta was given 2 minutes time as per the schedule, she spoke for 12 minutes. So she spoke almost everything about the guests, which again is being repeated by the host. I actually wanted to say that all who are sitting here in the hall and listening to Professor Nageshwar Rao is actually a treat. I have been trying hard, considering his engagement, not just with IGNOU as Vice Chancellor, but also with different policy making committees across the country. It has not at all been possible to bring him to University of Lucknow, but finally the day arrived. He came, and I share another unique relationship with Professor Rao, that he has been a faculty of my parent organization at Faculty of Management Studies, BHU. He has been student of Allahabad University, where I also have been student of. And all that we say about him will certainly not be able to describe him. His merit, his mettle, and his contribution, not just to management education, but also to higher education in the country. I have been his student also in one of the quality improvement programs at BHU. You came as a resource person and I was a participant there. So since then I have been carrying very high opinion about the merit that he has. And since then I wanted to listen to you, and when I came to know that you are sharing your wisdom only in the inaugural, I thought we'll get more out of you. And our director, Institute of Management Sciences, took the opportunity. She is inviting you there. I asked her to record the entire lecture, seek prior permission from the speaker, and place it on the YouTube channel, University YouTube channel, so that you all can get the benefit out of the history. Professor Mitra was also my first exposure to his management education. As a colleague, we normally do not get to know of all that we are doing. But in one of the quality improvement programs at BHU, you were also a resource person. And since then, I wanted to listen to him. And I'm exploring I've asked my office to listen to Mr. Sandeep Singh and Professor Jai Mitra in the next plenary session. I'll see if that is possible. Otherwise, recording is being done and I'll listen to. Mr. Sandeep Singh is one who I knew not by knowing, but by reading. I was gifted his book of Arthashastra of Temples, which these people are reading it as temple economics. So it was Arthashastra of Temple, titled Arthashastra of Temple. I was gifted by someone. I read that book, and since then, actually we tried to invite you for the orientation of a management student. Somehow it did not work out in the month of August, I believe. But now that day has come, so my request to all of you is to not make it the last visit to University of Lucknow, even if I'm here or not. But you're going to keep showering your blessings, your wisdom, and your support in furtherance of the cause of strengthening the management education. Because as an institution, University of Lucknow is actually playing a vital role in furtherance of higher education and striving hard to play a leadership role, because it's not just about people sitting right here in the hall or the number of students who have taken admission to our faculty and institutes in different management programs, or to the 23,000 on-campus students, or to 4 lakh students affiliated to different colleges, but also because by virtue of being located at the capital city, we also hold the responsibility of sharing and showing the path and direction of higher education to rest of the university and rest of the students of higher education in the country, in the state at least. So your support and cooperation shall be of immense significance in our pursuit of furtherance of higher education in the state. I also welcome our Pro Vice Chancellor Manuka Madam, our former Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Arvind Awasthi ji, my colleagues from BHU, I can see them. Anjali Madam is here. Sanskrit Vibhag ke Professor Saab bhi baithe hain. Considering the interdisciplinary nature of this theme of the seminar, it is important to have a perspective of different subjects. And so I congratulate the organizers also for having identified a topic which is of immense significance. But at University of Lucknow, as I very proudly, very responsibly, but very humbly say that we were the leader, a leading institution in implementation of National Education Policy 2020 in the entire country. And when I say this because 29 July 2020 was the date when it was launched by Honorable Prime Minister, sir. And in the academic session 2021 only, we implemented it. Now, no one could do it before that. Because of COVID, the session was a little delayed, so we could do it. Now, when we talk of implementation of National Education Policy, we've got to see it from the perspective of that there are certain initiatives that university has to do. There are certain initiatives that policy makers have to do. So all that were falling within the purview of the university, we implemented it then. First with our postgraduate program, then with our undergraduate and doctoral research programs. At least the first thing that a higher educational institution and learned faculty members can do is what we took it up as. A lot of policy initiatives were done in terms of restructuring the syllabus, and I'm again sharing this with attention of Anjali Madam, is that since 2020 to 24-25 academic session, twice the entire content has been changed of this university of all the programs, UG, PG, everything, including the courseworks. Now what is important is, converting it into credits and then having interdisciplinarity, interdepartmental, intradepartmental, credited, value-added, non-credited, value-added, electives, everything, anything and everything that was shared, we tried to implement it, and the then management department was at the forefront. So in terms of content, we are hugely satisfied with the kind of initiative that were done. But mere shifting onto the upscaling and upgrading the content would not suffice. So we also had to respond to the dynamics of the ecosystem. Now there have been certain changes that were taking place, and we as a responsible institution were supposed to respond to all those dynamisms. We initiated a program, different programs, and we have our Faculty of Commerce initiated a program, exclusive program on MBA in Finance and Accounts. Our Institute of Management Sciences initiated a program of MBA Business Analytics, and I must say that all these programs were super hit programs. Then, as our Honorable Prime Minister said, that one of the goals of increasing the GER from the then 27% to 35%, it is not possible by opening of number of institutions. So online education was an imperative. What we did at our institution is that we started online education. We set up a separate center, Lucknow University Center for Online and Distance Education. And sir, we are planning to give tough time to Rajarshi Tandon and IGNOU also, once our distance education also materializes fully, by strengthening the brand and offering, and strengthening the offering that we are planning for. Initially, we are starting with online program. We have got our BBA and MBA programs already approved by UGC, and thus we have already started. But there have been a lot of demands from professional executives who wanted to pursue, but for a variety of professional reasons they could not. So we also initiated full-fledged executive, 2 years executive, MBA executive program, which is running here. One thing I believe that is the next big thing that we are going on is that I believe, and this is where the significance of this conference comes in, which says shaping India's future with an EP 2020 for Vision Viksit Bharat 2047. Now, as a responsible stakeholder of higher educational institution and higher education, a lot of onus comes on to us to see where the future of higher education is going. And are we moving towards attending the complexities that are coming in the coming future? Like, for example, from advent to implementation of IT tools is going to impact the higher education scene significantly. And I see that we used to talk of education 4.0, we now talk of education 5.0. I believe it was a duration of say 5-6 years of education 4.0. The shelf life of education 5.0 is going to be further shrunk. Why? Because with IT coupled with the human angle was education 5.0, which again is going to be significantly impacted by the artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning and neural networking. Now we as a responsible teacher, as an educator, each one and everyone who are sitting right here in the hall have got to comprehend the kind of changes that are going to take place in the system. Now ChatGPT has started making inroads to tier 2 city and to tier 2 institutions. Forget about tier 1 city and tier 1 institutions. I remember when yesterday I was talking to Professor Mitra, he said, when a lot of papers might have been sent to you, did you evolve a mechanism to check whether the content was from ChatGPT? Now ChatGPT is also an older form and it became old in a span of a year. So we have got to see the pace at which these changes are coming, and are we enabling, empowering and equipping us to counter those changes by not confronting with these technologies, but by assimilating them into a system and into a learning. Now because all that we teach here, I don't undermine the strength of a teacher, I don't undermine the contribution of the teacher while being there in the classroom, but anything and everything that we are going to say, we are uttering is going to be scrutinized by the student, and it will be done then and there. It becomes very difficult to talk to anyone, I am saying anyone, whether it is being recorded. All that I am saying is being recorded. And not just that recorded, it may immediately get converted into text, which immediately will be scrutinized by all the available content on the net, and people may say, look, these are the red lines. This is what you have said which is not proper. This is what you have said which is not fair. This is what you have said which is not right. So as a teacher, I am always being scrutinized. Now what is the way out? It's not by saying ये सब बेकार है, class को replace नहीं कर सकते, teacher अच्छा होता है, technology बेकार है, and this is what we do only to provide shelter to all the limitations that we have, which I as a responsible teacher feel like this is not the right way. Now what is the right way? The right way is to equip ourselves with all these changes. Now what we are doing here at Faculty of Management Studies, I discussed this with Dean FMS, that they have got 3 sections of MBA. I say discontinue one, have a separate section that offers, of course that has to be distinct from MBA Business Analytics, of business, artificial intelligence and machine learning and neural networking, because this is what is going to be the future. We are establishing a simulation lab, we are establishing an AI lab here, right here in this faculty. We essentially, otherwise also a conventional MBA marketing, finance, HR, operation, IT person essentially needs to be exposed to all the tools and techniques that these technologies are offering, which is inevitable for their subsequent survival in their organizations. So all that we are doing is to meet the challenges of the future. I can go on and on and on for hours, but then this is where I'll stop it at. I believe the day-long program, and I know that there are parallel sessions also, sessions which are having experts from respective fields, respective domain areas, respective educators, very contributing faculty members, very knowledgeable people who would certainly be strengthening the content and will help us evolve as an institution who is future ready. Otherwise, what will happen? We cannot live in a fool's paradise where we are assured of getting our next month's salary also credited to our account. We may remain as a faculty who are working only for salary's sake, but we shall not be surviving as a professional faculty member and will not be able to get the respect that is required from our students. There are numerous organizations, numerous educational institutions who have been surviving based on certain hedgings. I call it as hedging. But these hedging model would not last long. So if we need to last long, to survive and to let our institution sustain, we essentially need to imbibe the dynamics of the future, and we are going to make our institution and ourselves future ready. And that is where the solution lies. I wish the seminar all the very success. I wish the outcome shall certainly be fruitful to we as an institution also to help us be a future ready institution. Thank you very much and my sincere congratulations.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Your guidance serves as a shining light, encouraging and motivating us all. These lines beautifully remind us of the journey we are embarking on together. जिंदगी की असली उड़ान अभी बाकी है, जिंदगी के कई इम्तिहान अभी बाकी हैं, अभी तो नापी है मुट्ठी भर जमीन हमने, अभी तो सारा आसमान बाकी है. To formally conclude the event, I now invite Dr. Priya to kindly deliver the closing remarks. Over to you. Thank you, Dr. Pallavi. So, a very good morning to all dignitaries here and our respected guests. As we conclude this inaugural session of the seminar on the capacity building for educators through NEP for Vision Viksit Bharat 2047, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the distinguished speakers, participants, and organizers of this invaluable contribution. Today, we have laid a strong foundation for an essential dialogue that aligns with our nation aspiration for 2047, a future where India stands as a developed, inclusive, and globally competitive nation. The National Education Policy provides a transformative framework to empower educators who are architects of this vision. For capacity building, we aim to equip our educators with the skills, knowledge, and mindset necessary to foster a culture of excellence and innovation in our educational institution. This seminar marks the beginning of a collaborative journey toward the nourishing future-ready generation, emphasizing critical thinking, creativity, and ethical leadership. So let us give our collective pledge to implement the NEP vision and goal. Together, we can ensure that the education sector serves a cornerstone to realizing the Vision Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you for all the dignitaries and all the participation for this seminar. I look forward to the fruitful discussion and initiative that will emerge from this seminar. Thank you so much, all the dignitaries. Thank you. Now, I would like to request our dignitaries and our guests to join us for the high tea. So, before moving to the high tea, we are going for the national anthem. Please.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे सब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Please, our guests, join us for a high tea on a conference room. And all the students, please join for the high tea.